Miguel, as you know, and today I will be doing my speech on Michael Negri. So, first off, what happened to him 20 years ago, and the reason why I decided to do this topic is because just so bizarre, mysterious, there's nothing really known about it. It was so simple, I guess, the way it happened. I hope to educate people as to why, how did this happen, what led up to it. Pretty much just some theories of it, because there's not much to it. Early life and college career. Sadly, there's not much of his early life. He was born in March 25th, 1981. That's really it. His parents' names are there, but I didn't want to put it in because I didn't feel like it was much necessity. Because one of the theories revolves around his dad, but it's convoluted. So, there was no real birthplace. Obviously, there was the day and the name. And most of his early life in college isn't available. All that there is that he was enrolled in UCLA in the music program, and his dorm was located in Dixie Hall in the campus. That's him. So, pretty much just the basic stuff I just mentioned. So, the night before he disappeared, he had joined his friends in a party. Finals were the next week, so they decided to have a party a little bit to celebrate the end of the semester. It's reported that he was drinking. I'm gonna assume his friends were also drinking, although there's no real tangible. Nobody's talked about the fact that they were all drinking, but I'm gonna assume they were because they were in a group and they were friends. So typically, you like to drink with your friends. After the party, Michael reportedly went to his room, and instead of going to sleep, he decided to play again. But which is something crucial, his roommate actually left earlier to the dorm, so he was alone in the party. So he's not really, when it comes to like, oh, where is he and stuff, they weren't able to corroborate if what time he came back. They're just assuming, considering the evidence of the witnesses as to what they were saying. So Michael returned to his room, and he decided to play an online game with his friend, which lasted up until 4 a.m., it's reported. According to his roommate, again, he had left the party and fell asleep in the dorm before Michael had come back. So there was no way to know exactly what time he came back and how long he was up playing the game. And then the friend was actually the friend who Michael played with. He was a few dorms down, so he wasn't exactly far out or across the country. It was a few dorms down, which will play a little bit as to why he disappeared so mysteriously. So after a few hours, everything seemed to finish. Michael logged onto the game, and rather than obviously go to bed and talk about it in the morning, he decided to go to his roommate, or to his friend, down the hall, and just, congratulate him on winning, because they were doing online stuff. So this is the main building where Michael was staying at. So, yeah. After a few hours, he logged off, and then after that was the last time I ever saw him. His roommate woke up the next morning at around 9 a.m. it's reported, and it is said that he woke up to see not Michael in the dorm, and also his stuff was still there. Phone, clothing, wallet, all that was still there. So he did not take anything when he disappeared. Nobody knows where he's gone until his roommate woke up at 9 a.m. So nobody knew. And all his belongings, again, wallet, clothing, phone, all that, although there weren't any cell phones back then. But all that, the major stuff, was left. The aftermath, so after the roommate woke up at 9 a.m., he called the police, obviously. And then almost immediately, the cops already began to think foul play due to the just mysterious nature as to the stuff that had gone down. So, just better look at him. Different times with photos. I don't think I have the one that I showed in the beginning was the most recent one, I'm pretty sure, for graduation, if I'm not mistaken. So immediately the cops began, it was homicide. Every person who told them the same thing. They had no idea where Michael was, as most of them had probably already seen him at the party, and that's it. His roommate, again, was the only other person who had corroborated any sighting of Michael was his friend who he played games with before a.m. So he's the only person who can really corroborate where he was at the time. Anybody else could not. His roommate was again asleep until 9 a.m. He did not know Michael came back to play games and stuff. He was out cold. So, police eventually brought bloodhounds to track Michael's scent, and they led about 0.7 miles away from the campus in a bus stop where they believe he was either picked up or he took a bus. The other problem was that Michael didn't drive. So, again, he probably was picked up. So, he could have taken the bus or been picked up by someone. He was a student, so taking a bus would be simple. He probably had a bus card, but again, that's all that was left, unless he had it with him separately. Even still, people believe the dogs could have just been confused, seeing as it was a bit far out from campus. It was 4 a.m. There was no reason for him to walk 0.7 miles there. If he was really picked up by someone, he would have been picked up in front of the campus rather than 0.7 miles away. The bus, again, it makes sense, but he didn't have a card with him, so. 7 months later, the investigators actually got a tip from a student that he saw Michael with an older man in his dorm, in the dorm hall, around 4:35 a.m. This was around the time where Michael reportedly left, talked to his roommate, and came back. Police had gotten the tip around a few months early, but they weren't able to corroborate it because they just didn't care. They seemed like they thought it was far-fetched. They made a sketch of it, which was this one. This is the only sketch, so not much is known. So the main theory surrounding Michael is that he was with this man, and this man, he was either drunked up or drugged up by the man, and then he just took him with him. There again, apparently Michael had been testing out drugs in the party, so that's another reason why he could have just disappeared. And then in conclusion, pretty much of the speech, I've just wanted to talk about the case, kind of, because it's not a big case that has been talked about. So the disappearance, what happened to him 20 years ago? But now I ask, what theories are there? Do you have any theories? What do you think? Thank you for watching.